For years, I've been telling readers and viewers that Subaru makes some of my favorite vehicles when it comes to tackling the rough and crumbling backroads of Northern Ontario. Specifically, that's because in 16 years and over 1 million kilometers of testing cars for Canadian TV, web, and print outlets from Sudbury, Subaru is the brand that I'm most consistently reporting strong ride quality and ride comfort scores from, whether it's the Impreza, the Ascent, or more recently the Crosstrek that I showed you last fall. So you might say that after a lot of testing miles, I've come to expect that driving a Subaru on the roughest and most badly neglected roads I can find means I'll be more comfortable and confident than I would be in the average competitor product. I find the suspension noise to be better managed, the ride to feel less disturbed, the suspension to be more difficult to overwhelm on mogul-like surfaces, and in all, a drive that feels a bit more solid and durable and robust than the norm in these situations. And speaking of the competition, I think you also need to drive this, the Buick Envision. It's the biggest surprise that I've had on the road that we're driving on here. This is one of the worst paved roads in my city, and since it's seconds from home, I'm able to use it as a shake, rattle, and roll test in my test cars on a daily basis. And after driving this nasty surface literally hundreds of times in every vehicle you can think of, I would tell you that the Buick Envision was a major surprise. It's the first mainstream crossover I've ever encountered on this surface that I think even exceeds my expectations from Subaru. Specifically, it's even quieter. The suspension noise that all vehicles make on this road in the Subaru is very quiet. In the Envision, it's almost non-existent. The dull roar that results from air being pumped through the vehicle cabin as its structure flexes in response to the bumps, well, there's less of that in the Buick too, in fact, almost none. Add in the adaptive suspension, which provides a higher degree of body motion control, and the Envision's ride is less dramatic and bouncy as the body tries to resettle on its springs after an impact. The point, I guess, is that the Envision is able to handle quite a lot of abuse from the surface of the road before it ever starts feeling phased, and with even less incoming noise and more polish to the overall ride thanks to the adaptive dampers. To sum up then, if you're shopping out a new crossover this year and looking for a top-notch feeling of refinement, durability, and comfort on very rough surfaces, be sure to consider whichever Subaru crossover fits your needs, and also the Buick Envision, which after a tremendous amount of testing, I would tell you is remarkably good here. These are the machines that I'm most commonly recommending to friends, family, and viewers after a comfortable backroads ride.